Yo, what's up, everyone? What's good in these Instagram and YouTube streets? This is your boy Jay, and I'm back with another video for you guys today. And today I just want to do another pop culture reading too. And just, I was going to really talk about the Oscar award show Fiasco, what happened with Chris Rock and Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith also. And just really those some few cards on it as well. And just like before too, for those who watched one of my videos on YouTube previously and earlier this week, I talked about, being mindful of our actions and emotions in our relationships. And I was really referring to the situation that happened in the Oscar award show ceremony, whatever you want to call it. And just, I just really want to talk about it again too, just because, as in my early 30s, I'm 33, I'll be 34 on April 12th. I grew up watching, with Will Smith and just, Chris Rock too, just both of those people as well. And I have nothing against both of these guys too. I just, with the situation that happened, it just blew just out of proportion. And most people say it was staged or it's not staged. And it's like there's a whole lot of back and forth there too. And I'm not trying to get into the whole drama of it as well. I'm just sharing my own perspective of it. And you guys are more than welcome to disagree, share your own opinions on it and just what your perspectives on it as well. And even disagreeing what I just pulled with these cards also and what I'm going to say too. Just because, I believe that, it just, something blown out of proportion. I know whether, Will was, eager by his wife, Jada, to really just do what he did, putting his hand on Chris, just, give him a pop in the cheek, pop in the mouth, whatever you guys want to call it, smack the taste out of his mouth, for, most folks call it too, and it's just, Chris handled it, he didn't reacted, he didn't, cuss him out or anything like that. He was in shock, and I could totally understand that from both sides too, because I've been, when I just overreacted and I just hit someone, and I have to really learn that lesson. And even just, saying something, which, like comedians, they're paid to doing what they do, kind of like with God rest his soul, Bernie Mac, Robin Harris, what's his name? John Witherspoon was my favorite comedians ever. Tony Baker, Eddie Murphy, Charlie Murphy, another comedian, rest in peace. He died on my birthday, ironically too. That's another story. And it's just like, comedians in the comedic world too, and I probably not an expert of it. It's just like, it's a very, intense, kind of career. You got to have some tough skin to really handle some kind of jokes, whether, in all forms too. And it's just like, there's also a code of conduct where you just have to, there's some things you don't cross that line too, but that's another story too. And I totally understand where that comes from also, because there's some things, there are in poor taste that you shouldn't say, but, joking around too can really just be also a way of just really letting go of some heavy energy, and also just to bring people together also, clowning around with a friend or two, especially if you're comfortable with yourself. I mean, like, hey, I have no problem with people just, clowning me around because I'm comfortable with myself, know that, it's just like, like some people say stuff that's untrue and that's, or funny. I was like, okay, whatever. If I get offended, that is something I have to do to really just heal that wound. But Anyways, back to it, with the reading too. I'm just getting in a tangent. But I have nothing against either Chris or Will Smith. I admire them both. They're awesome comedians. And ironically, Will Smith is a comedian too. If you guys seen Bad Boys 2 with the scene with Reggie and Martin Lawrence, you know what I'm talking about. Old school, and I love that scene too. And it just cracks me up till this day. So that's like Will's is the GOAT too. And just, hopefully Will is doing all right too. And just, hopefully he's finding ways to really heal from what happened. And just really being accountable for his actions, and just, as a black man too, especially. And I wanted to put any kind of my ethnicity and background into it. Also, I'm just say as a man in general, it's just, I get it. Sometimes, we do stupid things, we overreact, and we want to just do something that defend our loved ones' honor, like say for our girlfriends or wives, our mothers, anything like that. I totally get that. But also, really have to be mindful of what we're doing too. If you want to just put hands on somebody and be in trouble down the road, or just handle it in another mindful and efficient way too. So, and just like with Chris too, he handled it like a champ. But also, sometimes he gets to say some vulgar stuff. Sometimes that are poor taste. He did that before, not with Jada, but also with Michael Jackson. You guys watched some of his old skits before too. So it's just like, I took note of that, and it's like, dang, he said something about Michael? Like Michael Jackson's that dude. He's cool, despite what he's going through and all that too, vitiligo and everything else too. Just, it's just, Michael's that dude, he was always misunderstood. So anyways, I'm going to share what I'm going to pull for you guys for this reading. Also what we can learn from the Oscar award show Fiasco. I'm just going to flip over the top 4 tarot cards and flip over the bottom oracle cards. So yeah, so I'm going to flip these over. I'm just going to share these messages with you also. And again, you guys are more than welcome to disagree and just really share what you guys felt or even drew from this video also. And so just, with this first card that I have too, from this video, it's just like I got the Hierophant, if you guys can really see that. And just like, with the Oscar award show Fiasco with Will Smith and Chris Rock, it was a really powerful learning lesson that we just experienced too. And just really brought us a lot of attention. But also, it was a powerful learning lesson. And it's just really crazy. It drew, got a lot of people's attention, especially on social media and on YouTube as well. It was a really big learning lesson, and still today too, people are still talking about it and really breaking it down, and also sometimes blowing it out of proportion. But that's just me saying that too. But you guys could totally disagree with it as well. And also, with the next message that I have for you guys too is the Knight of Swords. And so with this message too, and I'm just getting from this as well, and it's just like, just like with the Knight of Swords, I really get a feel of just really standing your ground energy. And I kind of felt that with Will too, and kind of like, he was enjoying the joke at first and just, enjoying the show. And it's just like, when he noticed that his Jada wasn't enjoying the joke, and she felt from that because she's going through a hair condition called apakia. I can't pronounce it, but, I understand that, it's just really defending, your loved one's honor too. But also at the same time, for Chris too, it's kind of like, it shook him a little bit too. And just really, lessons that we can learn from this too is just to really, stand our ground and just like, hey, didn't mean to offend you. It's just like, I was just not trying to hurt your feelings, but at the same time, I don't want you to put your hands on me like that too. Or it could be another way, like saying, hey, you don't say that about my wife. I didn't appreciate that. You could have handled it another way, just defending your wife's honor instead of, putting hands on someone too. And so that, I just look at it from those both angles, but you guys could totally disagree with that too. But the next card that I have too is the Queen of Cups. And so with the Queen of Cups, and this is really connected to our emotions, I feel like there's a lot of sensitivity there with the situation. I know probably with Will and with, just seeing his wife being upset, or just with Chris Rock just being shook from, getting the taste smacked out of his mouth too. So it's just like, the Queen of Cups, and it's just like for us too, what we can learn is just to really, being mindful of our emotions, how we can really just bring that sensuality back to where we can just calm ourselves down, just really be mindful of our emotions too, just really connecting with that. And also with the next card that I have too for this video is the Three of Cups, and this kind of surprised me too with the Three of Cups, what I drew. And it's just like with this video, this message also, especially for the awards show too, the Oscars, it's just to really, to really celebrate your success. The Oscars are a big deal for the actor in the entertainment industry, and it's like, like Jim Carrey said, and shout out to him. It's a big deal because, actors work hard to just get that kind of achievement and award for all the hard work they do. And it's just, it's to really celebrate that and just really not, take that away from people too, and just really celebrating the moments of achievements from actors who really put in the hard work that they did in certain movie roles that they did, and so on and so forth, whether you're men or women and so forth, And so I'm going to flip over the bottom 4 cards. I'm going to share these messages with you also. And so I'll flip these bad boys over. No pun intended. I love the Bad Boy series. Especially the Hancock series. I hope there's another Hancock sequel with Will Smith. That would be so cool. So I love that movie. And so, that being said, this my inner fan just talking. And yes, these are the bottom 4 oracle cards that I pulled from this situation also. And I'm going to share these cards right off the bat too. And so with the next message also that I have is the Mirror card. And this is like a saying, like, with the mirror, and it says, mirrors you. And it's kind of like, what we can take from this also, especially for those who were in Oscar award ceremony. It's just really, we're a reflection of ourselves. If we're a reflection of ourselves, the mirror mirrors you. If you're in a certain way, you are a reflection of that. And it's just really good to remind ourselves that we are a reflection of ourselves in the universe. And also, just, the second message that I have too is priorities. And it's always good for us, especially, what we can learn from the situation is to really set our priorities. Just with our relationships with other people we work with, people that are in our families, in our lives, and just really set some priorities, really set some, priorities too, and make them priority, just like, focusing on just, celebrating with the award show, not trying to start any drama, those kind of things, really just setting some important priorities for ourselves too, especially, if we're dealing with similar situations. It's just always set our priorities no matter what, just make them important. As you guys can see this message here. And also, also with the next message too, is just to continue to be that warrior of light. And just, being that warrior of light really means to really stand up for what's right, not being bullied, someone other being bullied, and just, really just, standing your ground, whether you got chin checked, you got slapped, just really, just talking to them afterwards, like, hey, I didn't appreciate that. Or you could say, don't mention something about my significant other's condition, just looking at it from both ways. It's just like to really be that warrior of light and just really stand up for what's right and just really doing that in your own way too. And also with the last message that I have too is Angel Sandophone. And this is a really beautiful message for anyone who's watching this video, Chris Rock, Will Smith, or anyone else too in the entertainment industry, and for those who are watching this on Instagram, on YouTube, is just to really know that your angel Sandophone is always with you, just to really, with you, just, on your journey, just really giving you that guidance, that love, to really just appreciating the beautiful things in your life and really just moving forward as well. And so let's see if I could point that down. It's a really beautiful message for those who are really watching this as well. Just knowing that Archangel Sandophone is always with you, no matter what. on your journey, whether you're a celebrity or whether you're or not. Archangel Sandalphon is always with you. Whew. So with that being said, guys, those are the 8 cards that I drew. I was gonna come back to my screen here. And with that being said, guys, those are the cards that I drew for this video. You guys are more than welcome to disagree if you feel unsure about anything. I have nothing against that. I am human. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's so be it. That's totally cool. And if you guys like this video so far too, especially if you guys are watching this on Instagram and on YouTube, feel free to, on Instagram, feel free to give it a like, share it with your friends, and really follow my Instagram page, Herc420, to see more videos like this. And if you guys like this on YouTube, my YouTube channel, especially Herc213, feel free to give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel too, Herc213. Hit the notification bell twice, so once you get subscribed to it, you'll hit the notification bell again on top. That way you'll get notified for all the things that I'm doing on my channel on a weekly basis, whether another video like this, something different, or a live stream on a regular basis. So with that being said, guys, I am going to get off here, and much love to all you guys who are watching this video also, especially people who follow me on Instagram and on YouTube. Much love to all you guys. I love all the support that I've been given, and I'm internally grateful, whether I have 1 million subscribers or I have 500 subscribers on YouTube or Instagram. It's all good. I just love to do what I do best, and I just provide some awesome content for you guys to educate yourselves, to entertain yourselves, or both vice versa, or all together. And maybe continue to practice self-care that can benefit us, our loved ones, and our environment. I'll see you guys around in the social media and YouTube streets. Peace and much love. Namaste.